How's it going, everybody? Just a couple of thoughts on this FTX scandal, right? Planned implosion, it seems to me, right? Because, I mean, think about it, right? So this, what's his name? Sam Bankman Fraud or Freed, whatever, right? So when Bernie Madoff was discovered that he, had a Ponzi scheme going and was ripping off all these people, he was arrested within 24 hours of the news coming out, right? And they all referred to him as, referred to as a Ponzi scheme, as a scammer, a criminal, right? Criminal organization, this and that, right? But right off of and that was right off the bat, right? Right off the bat, they were saying that. And then it says, yet this 30-year-old nerd, right? Out of shape, doesn't look like he can fight his way out of a paper bag, was everybody's darling a little while ago. He was the second largest donor to the Democratic Party, right? This time around. $32 billion, and now they only have 1 point something billion, something like that, right? But like, they're not saying that he's a fraud or that it's a Ponzi scheme or this or that he's a criminal, right? What do they say to him? They said that he's still free for one, right? And he's being accused of corporate negligence. I mean, that sounds very benign, right? Corporate negligence and mismanagement. And they're like, well, now that we're in charge of it, right? So they wanted to regulate crypto, right? Because they want to know what you're doing with your money, right? And since this is unregulated, they let this crash, probably intentionally. I don't know. I don't have proof of it. But they probably let, it was like a honeypot, just like the Epstein thing, right? They let all this money in, a different level of Epstein, but same type of person, right? Like, working for the government more than likely. I mean, he's been on stages with all these freaking bigwigs, Clinton, Bill Gates, Giselle, Brady, all these people, right? That were like, oh, he's the best. All these financial gurus, right? Are still saying that they would still invest with this kid, right? I mean, think about how benign that sounds, right? Corporate negligence and mismanagement. I mean, it sounds like, he was just a little off, everything was going good, but he was just a little bit off, and it would have all been fine if he just had someone to guide him, right? Which the regulators will come in to guide it, right? They're going to let it all crash, and they're going to be like, look, see, all these people lost billions of dollars, right? And then they're like, the way that you won't lose billions of dollars is let us regulate it. They're testing out the freaking digital dollar in New York City, New York State, something like that for the month of December, for the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? To me, it just seems intentional. It seems intentional. He's not in jail. I mean, there was a big hack, which was probably done through him for the Bahamian government, for $700 million, something crazy like that. Like, this is insane. But yet, he's still free, you know what I mean? They're not calling him a criminal, like they would you or I, right? No, he was just a misunderstood youth, that they found, it endearing that he just would ignore them and this and that. It's like, because I guess they like to be treated like shit, but they're still going to back this dude if he came back now. I mean, that's as far as it is now, right? I mean, this may change over time, but it just seems awfully strange that he's not in custody somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't know. It seems a little messed up. But, I guess those investments to the Democrats and through Ukraine and all that, I guess that paid off in aces. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, I guess, and we'll see what happens. But this is exactly what they wanted to happen, so they can regulate the shit that they're not allowed to regulate yet. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Peace. See ya. Have a great Thanksgiving.